Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? We are back again with another episode of We Got That Smoke with none other than Minister Louis Farrakhan. We'll be back, you all. Enjoy.
Everybody all right? Just bear with me. So as God created heaven, sun, moon, stars, planets, earth, and established a relationship between the two, God creates man with a heaven part and an earth part. But the heaven must work together with the earth to produce the same kind of effect. What must be in the brain of the human being is what the sun represents. You gotta have a mind lit with the light of truth, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Then the body working together with the light of the sun is the heaven. Working with the earth, because the body comes from the earth. The bones are from the earth. The blood is from the water of the earth. But the brain cell can contain the light of knowledge. And when those two work together, the human being can grow up from the earth to become a reflection of God himself. Are you listening? Don't go to sleep, brothers and sisters. This is not too heavy for Las Vegas. It's not Baccarat. It's not blackjack. This is going to get right home to you in just a minute. You sure do. We will, sister. Just be patient. We're working on that problem right now. Sister said we got an inferiority complex. Got a lot of Uncle Tom mentality. She said, help us get rid of that. I told her we're working on that problem right now. Working on it right now, my sister. Now look at what the scripture says. The earth was without form and void. Why are you telling us that, Moses? A slave people who don't have enlightened leadership are without form and voided. But until God's Spirit moves on the face of the waters, meaning when God's Spirit comes among the people, he will raise one up from the people as he drew Moses up out of water. He's making a leader for slaves. You're not going to be nothing in this world until a leader comes up. Not any leader made by your enemy, but a leader born of the Spirit of God. Are you understanding me? Now look, I'm not going to keep you here too long. But what I'm saying to you, Las Vegas, is that every time we produced a leader that could pull us together, the same government that sends our boys and girls to die plotted to kill our leaders. That's what I'm saying to you. This is not your friend that you're fighting and dying for. This is your worst enemy that you're fighting and dying for. And don't get scared. Listen, I don't want none of the leaders to get frightened, because I'm doing the talking, brother. You can tell them you didn't know what I was going to say. But I'm going to prove my point, brother. I'm going to prove my point, brother. because I don't want you to doubt me. And I know you don't. You don't doubt me at all, but you may be a little afraid. But I want you to challenge your fear, because the scripture says the fearful and the unbelieving will have their part in the lake that burns with fire. We've come too far along the road to be afraid today, because if God is for us, who can be against us? Huh? So look, bear with me now. You know Nat Turner was a leader that came from us. Denmark Vesey was a leader that came from us. Booker T and W.E.B. Du Bois were leaders that came from us. Come on. Marcus Garvey was a leader that came from us. But every time we had a strong leader, the government caused us to kill him, or they killed him themselves. Come on. Am I telling the truth or what?
Don't know what to read? You can start here.
In our modern era, when Rosa Parks sat down, Martin Luther King stood up, and he died at 39 from an assassin's bullet. Not because King was a bad man, but because King was preaching against America's involvement in the war in Vietnam. So King was assassinated, and now they name streets for him. You don't need streets and alleys and boulevard. You need Dr. King. You don't need Malcolm X Boulevard. You need Malcolm X. We don't need Whitney Young Boulevard. We need Whitney Young. We don't need our leaders to have alleys and boulevards and streets named after them. We want America to get the hell out of the way and leave our leaders alone and let them live. So by killing our leaders, before our leaders could really do the job that God called them to do, we became a people void, never developed. We got hands, but they don't work for us. They're not coordinated. You got white head on black body. So your hands build for your enemy, and you fight for your enemy, but you don't know how to defend and build for yourself. What happened to your head? When somebody gets hit in the head and they get paralysis, their hands don't work for them. Their feet don't work for them. You call the brother handicapped. Well, that's us, brother. We're handicapped. Our hands don't build no factories. We build no schools. We build no hospitals. We don't enter into international trade and commerce like a living people, because every time you get the right kind of leader, they kill him, or they talk about him like a dog and make us kill him. And that's why the press calls me anti-Semite, hater, bigot, because they know that you are taught to love. You are taught that God is love. And if I'm a hater, then I have to be either the devil or of the devil. Come on. So when they drop that word out on you about me, you say, I'm not going near that man. He's a hater. He's a hater. And let me ask you a question. Since some of you just met me, who taught you to hate yourself? I wasn't around then. Who taught you not to love your own origin in the world? I didn't. black and only something light, bright, near white, or white is of any value. Who gave you that sick mind? It wasn't Louis Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan didn't teach you to bleach your hair to try to be like white people. Louis Farrakhan didn't teach you to buy blue eyes and green eyes so you could be like white people. Louis Farrakhan didn't do that. Louis Farrakhan don't teach black people to walk by black businesses where they should spend their money, but they walk by their own black businesses, put them out of business, and give their money to those who don't care for them or their community. Louis Farrakhan didn't teach you to do that. But Louis Farrakhan comes from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to reverse all of that. And because the Spirit of God has moved on the face of the waters, and God said, let there be light. And there was light. And the people that walked in darkness are beginning to see a great light, and upon them hath the light shined. Then those who killed our leaders to keep us in darkness are afraid now, because they just can't quite get to me yet. It's too late. I say to the FBI that's present, take this back to your boss. You're too late. I'm on time. And the God of time is with me. And never again will you rob black people of leadership